Well, financial literacy is one of the most undermined subjects, especially when we look at how we're being educated. So from the first day that we go to school, we are basically introduced to language, bit of geography and maths. And the sad fact is that we all work to achieve some sort of job that will pay us a salary, and that salary needs to create a lifestyle for us. But we neglect the fact that that money has a certain, psychology. There's psychology towards managing your money. There's tactics and strategies of managing it, and people just understand it. And the very first thing that young people do is they think, nice salary, I'm earning 30,000. They realize that after tax it's 23 or 22,000, and they don't know how to separate their priorities from their luxuries. So, because if you're a student, for example, your parents kind of fed your pocket money for you, so you had no concerns. In the real world, it works a little bit different. You got a budget up front. You got to stick to you got X amount of money to work to. You got to stick to that. You got to understand and respect the fact that you only have so much to work with, and you got to make every cent count. You have to respect money. It doesn't have an emotion. It is a very fragile thing if you're not informed to make the right decisions with it. And Moneysmart helps you to improve your lifestyle, helping you to make better financial planning and purchasing decisions, using a combination of our services, tools, education, and financial products that can empower you to get better insights into your money and get grips to understanding it better.
Now, Moneysmart is an online platform. It's now going out of beta testing phase. How exactly does it work?
So over the last 8 months, we've been using this platform out there, the beta, as a prototype. So we've always had the whole idea of let's put it out there and let's see what the market take-up is. So being an entrepreneur, you've got to test phases. You've got to grow this business, and you do this in phased approaches. So the first one was, do people understand what this does? How do they search Google to come to a service such as ours? Do they sign up to the service if they arrive? Is what we communicate understandable to them, and are they curious about that? So what Moneysmart does is that we've kind of played around to make it what it is right now. So we're going out with our product that we've been developing in parallel, and we're officially now a business, and we're opening up to the whole of South Africa. Moneysmart allows you to quickly link all of your financial accounts into a single place, and you can do it in your own control. You can download your bank statements from your internet banking and upload it. You can connect directly to your internet banking accounts by providing us with your username and password, and we securely collect your transaction data and pull it into Moneysmart. Or you can, if you do a manual input, if you're still stuck in the Middle Ages. So Moneysmart will act as a glorified spreadsheet. From there on, what the system does is it puts your finances into perspective. Really quick, safe, and simple. It analyzes your expenses, your transactions. So we all know it's like the code we don't understand on our bank statements. It renames them to something more familiar to you. Mm-hmm. So if you, for example, swiped your card at Pick n Pay and it said XYZZZ PMP, we would know that that is Pick n Pay, and most likely you spent that on groceries. So Moneysmart pre-populates and renames all your categories and identifies what is the priorities in your spending and what are luxuries. So your priorities, you can create a budget by an instant click, and from there on it helps you to track your spending to stay within particular parameters. Moneysmart is intelligent in the terms of that it understands how you spend money on particular service providers. We all have things like high bank costs, insurance policies, medical aids. We also have high internet expenses, mobile phones. And Moneysmart tries to add value to your life or help you save money. Mm-hmm. The reason we're free is that we don't want to provide a barrier to anyone, a barrier of entry to anyone to access this powerful service. And secondly is, we only make money when customers save money. That's our business model. And it sounds weird, but let me tell you how it works. So for example, if you analyzed and categorized all your bank charges, Moneysmart would look at that and understand that you spend and withdraw and basically swipe your money or swipe your card at a particular pattern, we would then analyze and understand how many times you withdraw, how many times you swipe your card, and where you spend your money at in terms of bank fees. We would then find a most suitable bank product and recommend that for you. So you can click on that and say that Moneysmart can save you X rand per month on your current bank charges if you go with this bank. It's not for disintermediation. It could even be with your current bank that you are banking with, because we just believe that we're trying to get the right product profile to the right user. In addition to that, Moneysmart can help you find more value for money. For example, if you're paying a particular amount of rand, say 300 rand for your internet service provider, we might have an alternative internet service provider that will add a lot more value to you for the same amount of rand. So you get a lot more bang for your buck, if I can put it that way. We can also help you earn money, and that is something that, you know, sounds different. It's not a lot, but for example, if you have a savings account with Bank XYZ and you've invested in money market, it's accessible, it's low risk, but also the interest is not that attractive as opposed to high risking investments. Moneysmart would know this and alternatively recommend a higher interest-bearing account at the same value or risk or principal. So it would look out to help your money grow further for you.
Okay, Tobie, let's take a look at some of the technology behind it. What went into developing the Moneysmart platform?
Into the technology itself, it took a really genius team. You need sort of rocket scientists mixed with people. So engineers, you know, they absolutely have to be obsessed in creating something of value, and sometimes you need guys that truly understands what it takes to solve problems. So that's the first thing. We're solving a problem as a business, we have to solve it as technology, and making a platform that's easy to use for customers is quite a hard job. So we have quite a big team. We use Dutch partners in Europe, as well as an internal house, an internal team, and the combination of their first world knowledge, being them also being in the developing market of technology for financial services, and us being in a second
developed economy, yes.
Developed economy. It's great to have such a synergy because we're developing on world-class standards, so we know what we need to work towards when we bring or take South Africa with us to get to a particular champion stage. So technology is hard. It's a new concept, so a lot of people are opposed to it. There's a lot of education that will need to go in from our side to educate people that they need to entrust us as a business, and secondly the technology that it will provide them with guidance to guide them into the right financial future, and yes, just making it simple. Hey? I mean, we always think that bolting in more functionality will solve problems. People go more mobile phone because of a click of a button. With a click of a button, everything gets done. So building in more functionality to cause users to click more is not going to help. Making it as simple and fun and informative, that is the whole trick behind it. So therefore we've got great design, great designer, interface designer that is coming from the industry, well acknowledged, worked on great projects. So the technology and product design team is perfect.
Also, be good luck, and we look forward to watching your progress.
Thank you very much.